This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Samuel Jones, we talk a lot. I don't know when the last time we done a little Zoom together was. How are you, my good friend?
I'm all right, mate. Not bad. Not bad at all.
What does Saturday afternoon have in store for you?
Doing dad things, mate. Trying to balance the life out a little bit, mate. Try to not look at the phone as much as what I would do on an holiday. But I say that, and then I just completely contradict myself, and then I'll end up just being bang at it.
Anything exciting of note that you can speak to us about before we get into the sort of questions of it all?
Yeah, I've got a couple of signings. Couple of signings done. Got some business done as well, promotional deals, and yeah, mate, I can't complain about what I'm doing right now. Like I'm very happy with where things are at. But basically, because I'm building the stable to where I need it to be, so it's like it's set for the next definitely five with the younger with the older maybe four, but then the younger crop the next 10 years. So it's yeah, it's exciting, mate. It's exciting times. I've never enjoyed. I mean, I've worked in boxing nearly 10 years, and this is the most I've enjoyed it, if I'm honest.
What, right now?
Yeah, by
Oh,
a mile. Yeah.
that's a great little reflection on you then, I suppose, and things taking off and just things coming into
It's
plan.
not just it's not just that. It's the people I'm working with, Parsons. The people like it's the people like my relationships I have now in boxing, like Jack, um, Jamie Moore, Dave Colwell, Tony Sims now as well. Like I've got listen, I'm just enjoying my Nigel Travis. Big shout out to Nigel Travis. But just yeah, just the people and the fighters that have the relationships I have with my fighters. The direction some of them are now going in. Like I've got, as they say, Jack on the cusp of world honours again, and a great young crop coming through. But yeah, I could rabbit on about it for ages. So yeah, really, really, really enjoying myself at the moment.
I'm going to take you back a week or so to Osaka, Japan. When did you get back, by the way? Must have been.
Please don't.
Really?
Oh man, I didn't. Osaka's a bit of a rough gaff, to be honest with you, mate. From
Everyone
yeah,
says it was lovely.
yeah, mate. Things can look lovely, but Tokyo. When I went to Japan last time, I was staying in Tokyo. Tokyo's unbelievable, but like I just couldn't quite get to grips. It was so hot, Parsons. There was no sunshine.
And
There was no sun whatsoever. Right, it was just pure humidity, like overcast humidity. It wasn't. It just wasn't the best. We had a right good laugh there. Me, John Ryder, Tony Sims. We had a right good laugh, but yeah, it was. We didn't get the result we wanted on the fight night. Diving into the fight now, we thought. Listen, well, I thought Mark won the fight, but you can't complain. I know people will think, "Oh, I'm gonna complain." I'm not. Like you're not getting a points decision against the local Japanese guy with three Japanese judges. Like you got to be realistic. You're not getting the decision. So when you do lose a close points decision, you can't go, "Oh, he's robbed." You can't.
but great experience for Mark quite early on in his career.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great experience. His credibility's not plummeted at all. If anything, it's gone up. So yeah, that was the positives to take out of the situation.
How does he feel off the back of it?
Listen, Mark, he was obviously devastated because Mark believed that he was going to go on to win the tournament, but the guy that he lost to is definitely one of the favourites now to go on and win it. So yeah, it just is what it is, isn't it? Like he's a young Mark's 25, but he's only had 6 fights. That was his seventh fight. So it's all a learning experience, Parsons. It's all a learning experience. But I was very proud of his performance.
Very excited. We've got Adam Hamid back next week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, listen, I cannot wait to watch Adam. It feels like, listen, I've worked with Adam. Can't even call it work. Like Adam, I love Adam and Sammy to pieces, right? Speak to them every single day. But it feels like this has just been going on and on and on and on and on and on
I
for
remember
like
us having this conversation like over a year ago.
yeah, yeah. It's just so long. It feels like so long we've been talking about this happening. You've got Adam fighting next week, and then you've got Sammy fighting in a packed out free arena in Dublin on that Misfits KSI, that wild KSI show. I'm so looking forward to it, but like I'm happy, so happy for both of them because they graft hard, the pair of them do. So really, really excited about that. But yeah, got the young prince next week, Adam Hamid. What's that?
Can you hear my dog going fucking bonkers?
No. Oh, it's not even a dog. It's like a dog, but smaller.
Such a little menace. I'll have to cut that out. I don't know if anyone could hear my interview rudely interrupted by my dogs barking at the
No, I genuinely didn't
Oh,
hear
you
the dog.
saw my shock on my face.
Yeah, I just thought I'd said something that like offended you or something.
I suppose let's move forward into August. August is usually a bit of a quiet month for boxing. Doesn't really seem to be, which is quite nice. We start off with LA, then we've got
Yeah.
Pro Grey, and then you've got Sammy out on the KSI card, like you said. I suppose first, Riyadh season LA, we see Crawford. We've got Martin Bakole in a fight against Jared Anderson.
You know what, Parsons? That's the fight I'm most looking forward to on that show. I'll be true. That's the honest. That I look at that card and I just think I'm most looking forward to see Martin Bakole against Jared Anderson.
What's your gut feeling going in towards it without any Billy Nelson?
No. I think that I'm surprised that Anderson's the favourite, but I can because of it's not. I don't. I think Bakole needs to take Anderson out early. That's what I think. I think that Anderson. I don't know. I just think it's such a hard one to call. But like, if I'm perfectly honest, I think that Bakole may win the fight.
I kind of get that, to be honest.
No, I don't have a jealous man. I don't listen. I know me and Billy have backwards and forwards, but I don't have any. Me and Billy don't have like any animosity. I just like look at the fight. I think Jared he was going through a period where he looked really unbelievable, didn't he? Then he had a little bit of a dip. He's had a little bit of a dip, but I know he's now with Sugar Hill, and I know he's training his bollocks off.
Does that make
A good difference. A good difference. I think that he's needed a bit of an injection into his career. So let's see. But like, I think that I do think it's a 50-50 fight, but I just edge Bakole in it.
Are you going to be out there, Sam? We've got a little appearance from Eminem as well. I can't wait.
No, do you know what? I'm not, because I've got a lot on here, and I've got Jack against Prograis coming up, and then I'm gonna go to the Bivol Beterbiev fight in October though. Could have somebody on that show as well.
Exciting. Would it be Adam Hamid?
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. I suppose let's move on then to your man Jack Catterall against Regis Prograis. Look, we've spoke a lot about the fight. Does it all, in a weird way, sort of ride on this, knowing that sort of the next opportunity, whether it be a Liam Parrow shot, whether it be, I don't know, do you almost feel like you're past the final eliminator stage if you beat Prograis?
No, I think that if Jack wins this fight, there's going to be a belt on the line, which takes Jack to, should take him to number one. So then you'll find out what the organisation is soon, but like it's going to be there's going to be nowhere to run.
So there's going to be a belt and a final eliminator position on the line?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. Any hints or clues?
Yeah, you'll see it, and then you'll be next week or so it'll be announced, I should imagine. So,
well, if I'm going to guess it's the WBC.
Okay.
Am I correct?
I'm not going to say right or wrong because you're trying to play like.
No, but obviously Ray lost the title and he was the WBC champ. Devin Haney looks like he may now vacate that belt. It would make sense for it to be the WBC.
Okay.
No clues today.
No.
All right, Daniel Dubois. They're saying he's not been signed up for VADA tested. Well, now they're saying he has, but has it come late? I mean, what is the correspondence?
No, I just think sometimes, right? Listen, some fighters like AJ would have signed up, I don't know, 3 days ago or something. Then DeBar would have like, I'm just saying for example, and then they're like, well, why isn't DeBar signed up? Like, and then 3 days later, because like you have to imagine it goes in someone's email. Whoever managed Daniel DeBar, I know he's got like, I don't know who manages him nowadays, but it's going to go in somebody's email, then it gets sent to Daniel DeBar. And you can imagine when Daniel DeBar gets sent an email, can't you? Like he's looking at it thinking, oh, fucking, I'll do that later. It's not because it's always on, like, it's just because he's lackluster. Like it's just like, he'll be like, I'll do that later kind of thing. There's nothing suspicious going on there at all. I think everyone just chill out.
Anthony Joshua and Carl Froch seem to have settled their beef. Have you
Yeah, I
managed?
had this chat yesterday. I had a chat yesterday about it on an interview. I just think I said them two should have sorted it out. Like go and have a I said go and have a Costa, talk it out. You two British boxing legends, like you're never gonna fight. Carl Froch is a retired super middleweight, and Anthony Joshua is an active heavyweight. Like just go and talk it out, which they've clearly done, which is great news.
Is it, do you think, maybe a matter of, I suppose there's always an element of when two characters like that clash, there's going to be ego involved, etc.
Yeah, of
And
course.
always have respect for Carl. I suppose he came up when Carl was the man, and then I suppose
Yeah.
Carl retired and taken that thing. So was it just a matter of maybe ego between the two? And I mean, I saw I don't know if you've seen Froch on Fighting, where AJ sends in a question, and it's quite an interesting little watch about when Carl Froch won the belt against Pascal. Is it? I mean, where did it even really ever stem from? You'll get it working with fighters more than I will.
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. I'd just say it's a clash of personalities, maybe I really don't know, because maybe the Rob McCracken element. I don't really know. All I know is that when two guys like that have a disagreement, just talk it out, because you're never gonna fight.
I know you love Joe Joyce to bits. The face-off with Derek Chisora is quite funny. If
Yeah,
I
it's hilarious, mate. It's absolutely hilarious. Somebody actually tweeted yesterday saying Joe needed Sam Jones for that face-off. I says, "Fucking leave me out of that. I'm scared of Derek. I'd be freaking useless in that. Leave me well out of that."
don't need that.
But yeah, Derek's hilarious, isn't he? So I don't know. You just never know with Derek, do you? Joe's just kind of sat there, just like Derek's just like twisting him up with words, and it's just, I don't know. It's funny, mate. It's a good little face-off. Derek always knows how to sell a fight, doesn't he?
Sam, you know what surprises me is I feel like a lot of the British boxing fans, and I suppose I can only really comment, it's not been so much in person, but I can only really comment off what I've seen in the YouTube comments and the on Twitter.
Yeah.
But it seems to be people are slating the fight. Now, on my side, I look at the card. I think it's a fucking great card, excuse me.
Great card. Brilliant card.
Um, and also, like right now, we're in a position where all the heavyweights are going to go to Saudi. This is probably, I know that everyone sort of argued their case on maybe both retiring at this point, but they've not retired. Fact of the matter, it delivers an O2 fight. Surely we just enjoy it, and it's another one for the schedule. And if
Yeah.
you don't like the main event, you get the undercard that comes with it.
Yeah, the undercard's fantastic. The main event, look, people's perspective. Derek's 40, yeah, or 41. Joe's gonna be 39 in September. Uh, um, you just hope that because of their styles, like Joe's not a knockout artist, right? But he's got extremely heavy hands, yeah, extremely concussively strong hands in power in either hand.
Does he
That
carry the same power, Joe?
yeah, Joe's always hit the same. Listen, it's not a secret. He hasn't looked great in his last 3 fights, yeah, Joe, but his mind looks good from what I'm hearing. He's training hard. His weight's good. So with the way Joe fights and the way Derek fights, because neither of them are knockout artists, right? Both the records are just. I know they've both had a couple of good knockouts, but they're more stronger punchers. So Derek and Joe, I personally think it's going to be a long, grueling fight. And do either of them really need that type of fight this late on in their careers? Probably not. But they're both going to give it their all, and it's going to be a great fight. And I just genuinely hope that both of these guys, and I mean this, get out the ring and they're both having a cheeseburger together, and they're both healthy and happy.
Eric said it would be his last fight at the O2. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of people taking retirement away from that. There's a lot going on in Saudi Arabia, so he could have his eyes set. Because you can imagine if him like Derek Chisora winning and someone else offers him an opportunity, I feel like he's not going to say no.
Yeah, Derek. There's been calls for Derek to retire 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like he's Derek's Derek. Derek's going to do what Derek wants to do. Um, it's an intriguing fight. It's an intriguing fight. I mean, we always say it's a must-win for Derek Chisora, but
Who wins?
I believe Joe will win the fight. I believe Joe will win the fight because I just think Joe's style is it's just going to wear Chisora out. But it's a more of a fight of who's got what left. Do you know what I mean? Of who's got what left. And I think Joe's had a lot. Joe has a lot less miles on the clock than Derek, in my opinion. So it's just going to be a great fight, and I really like both. As I say, I love Joe. Joyce means a lot to me. He really does, and I have such a lot of admiration for Derek as well. So I'm looking forward to the fight.
Samuel, two more from me. Jake Paul, Mike Perry, in the
Yeah,
and everything this week just seems so testosterone fueled. Why
when
is
are
it?
they fighting? Are they fighting? Are they?
Right, yeah.
I didn't even know that fight was happening.
Have you not seen anything? I
No.
think they've sold it quite well, to be fair, but they just seem every clip I've seen just looks like so much testosterone.
Yeah, I'm not one bit asked about Jake Paul against Mike Perry, if I'm honest, Parsons. I just think
Boxing gloves
I,
on.
if I see Jake Paul fight, like, because I have Jake Paul in my head, like, no disrespect to Jake Paul, I've got him in my head as the YouTuber type of thing. That element of boxing. So I would like to see him fight KSI. I'd like to see him rematch Tommy Fury. I want to see Sammy Hamed put on 4 stone and go and fight Jake Paul and beat him up. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want to see for Jake Paul. I've got no interest in Jake Paul fighting. Is it 0-1 Mike Perry?
Yeah.
Like another, like you could Darren Till against Jake Paul. I like that. I mean, imagine how good that build up would be.
I think actually Darren Till thought he was going to get the fight.
Darren Till should have got the fight because it's way more interesting than the Mike Perry fight, if in my opinion.
Right, lastly from me, Eubank Jr. with some form of partnership agreement with Boxer. Now, I spoke to Eddie and Frank. They said that he wanted to, quote unquote, gimme fights first. But
Yeah.
then Shalom come out and said that he could be in the running for Canelo in September. I feel like we're sort of we could be getting an announcement anytime soon on Canelo's opponent. What are your thoughts on it all?
The partnership itself, like, I think, listen, if it works both ways for both guys, then it's great. Like, Eubank wants to box on Sky, Ben Shalom has the Sky platform. Yeah, it works, no problem. But as for the Canelo fight, I don't want to see that fight because I just think Eubank Jr. would get
But what
absolutely battered.
do you see Canelo in with? I know Benavidez is the obvious one. It doesn't look
No,
like.
I would like to see Canelo against Benavidez. But if you're asking me who I would want to see Canelo fight out of the names mentioned, the realistic names mentioned, which are one of the Charlo brothers, that's at the bottom of the list. That's an even worse fight than the Eubank fight. Then you've got the Eubank fight. Then I would say Belanga. So I'd prefer him to see him fight. Yeah, would you? I prefer to see him fight Belanga than Eubank
I'd
Jr.
rather see Britt get the shot.
Yeah, I know, but the no,
It's also
no,
a better sell, isn't it? Canelo Eubank's a better sell than Canelo Belanga, let's be real.
no, it is not.
Do you not think?
What Puerto Rico against Mexico?
Yeah, true. True. But it'll still be a.
Belanga against Canelo. Belanga against
Yeah, but we say
Listen, if you
Puerto
fight
Rico,
Canelo,
not being disrespectful to Edgar Belanga, he's got a great following, but it's not quite on the same level as like Canelo or anything. It will still be very predominantly Mexican.
yeah, but Belanga has a bigger fan base than Eubank Jr.
What, global?
Yeah,
What, Belanga?
it depends what we're talking about here. Like, if it was over here, then no. Like, Eubank against Conor Benn is the biggest fight in British boxing aside from AJ Fury. But if you're asking me what is a bigger fight, Belanga Canelo or Canelo Eubank Jr., Canelo Belanga's a much bigger fight commercially.
Fair enough, Samuel. Fair enough. What is your final message to the world on this Saturday?
My final message on this World is Saturday is do something productive. Do something productive. Give yourself an extra 1%. Do better than you did yesterday. Because if you do better than what you did yesterday, you've got a chance. Everybody has a chance. Everybody has 24 hours in the day, Parsons, to achieve something. Even if it's a little something. Just try and achieve something. Do better than you did yesterday. That's what I would say. What'd you say?
I want to know what I'm doing today.
You're doing absolutely nothing. You sat in that horrific tracksuit, scratching your balls, eating bacon sandwiches.
But yeah, by the way, just so everyone is aware, Sam Jones says that you shouldn't fry bacon.
I genuinely don't eat bacon. Like, I don't buy it. I really don't. But if you was, you would grill it.
No, you wouldn't. You'd fry it till it was nice and sizzling on the pan and crispy.
But I don't eat it because it's bad for you.
Mate, no, but everything's bad for you nowadays.
No, but it's not good for you, bacon, mate.
Oh, by the way, just on the topic, Derek Chisora, Deliveroo driver, man, headbutt, thoughts? Just Derek.
Don't know. Did he deliver him a cheese? His Five Guys, and it arrived cold.
Could have done. Do you think that's Derek's reaction to headbutt?
No, to be honest with you, I've heard there's no further action taken. So who knows? Who knows?
See you next week, geezer.
Are you there? Are you making an appearance? Are you next week?
What does that mean?
You're not on private jets next week. You're not going to Dubai next week, living it up. You're actually going to slum it at the O2 with the rest of us. Wow, Parsons. I'm looking forward to seeing you too.
Living the dream. We will get a bite to eat, I'm sure, if you're not too big time for me.
Shut up, Parsons, mate. I'm here in Derby and you're there in Cirencester booking your next trip to Dubai. See you in a bit.
I'm going to LA, Shad. See you later, geez.
Bye-bye.